hit. Yeah, you check for my vitals, think I need revival. Broken down and fading, my heart keeps breaking. Caught up in the storm, but we're the survivors. Looking up at love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down. Never give it up, because we are the fighters. Caught up in the storm, but we're the survivors. Looking up at love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down. Never give it up, because we are the fighters. Caught up in the storm, but we're the survivors. Looking up at love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down. Never give it up, because we are the fighters.
Hey, just need to tell you something that just can't wait. Hey, maybe you'll ride away or maybe you'll stay. But hey, this old guitar and me been thinking for days how to say that our love don't care too much for the unpaid bills on the bedroom floor. Our love lives on cheap wine and singing songs to a wasted sunrise. With you, with you I feel like I am. With you, with you I feel like I am somebody, somebody, somebody. With you I feel like I am somebody, somebody, somebody. With you I feel like I am somebody in control, like I feel it in my bones, like I'm somebody, somebody, somebody. With you I feel like I am. Hey, won't you come with me from New York to LA? Hey, we'll play this song in every city we stay. And hey, maybe we'll stream 1,000,000 times in one day. Be on our way. Hey, 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 hey. Our love don't care too much for the unpaid bills on the bedroom floor. Our love lives on cheap wine and singing songs to a wasted sunrise. With you, with you I feel like I am. With you, with you I feel like I am somebody, somebody, somebody. Somebody, somebody, somebody. Somebody in control, like I feel it in my bones, like I'm somebody, somebody, somebody. With you I feel like I am. So we made it in New York and LA, and how they sang in every city we played. I hear we streamed 1,000,000 times yesterday. Oh, how things change, and how the years keep ticking away, and how I wish that you were with me today. 'Cause I'd give anything to do it again. Oh, how we've changed. With you I feel like I'm somebody, somebody, somebody. With you I feel like I'm somebody, somebody, somebody. With you I feel like I am somebody in control, like I feel it in my bones, like I'm somebody, somebody, somebody. With you I feel like I am. night because I want to. Wake up in the morning and I'm hollowed out. I drew the outline on the paper, now I'm running out of space. Family at the dinner table, but I don't have a place. Where will we go? Why am I afraid to be alone? Sinking in petals, looking for the bottom. Where will we go? Cried on the phone again, I'm sorry. You don't need to think about me breaking.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for Empower Hour, the Soulflo edition. We are live from our homes. My name is Christopher Moley, and I'm thrilled to be kicking off the event tonight. I work at Lucid Software, and I am head of our diversity and inclusion subcommittee focused on minority, heritage, and veterans. Tonight is the inauguration for a series of events called Empower Hour, which is a collaboration between two local Utah edtech companies, Lucid and Qualtrics. Lucid's Minority Heritage and Veterans Subcommittee and Qualtrics' Mosaic Employee Resource Group are working together to celebrate and educate on diversity and belonging efforts in Utah. These events will give platforms to diverse members of our community to create a place of belonging, both in the workplace and Utah as a whole. Our efforts tonight will be going towards supporting the Utah Food Bank. Over the past few weeks, we have been collecting virtual donations, and we are currently at about 79% to our goal. $1,745 have been donated against our $2,500 goal. Lucid and Qualtrics will also each be matching up to $2,500. That's a match of $2 for every dollar you donate, for a total of $7,500 to help support the underserved communities during the COVID-19 crisis. You can scan the QR code that you'll see during the event with a QR reader app on your phone or other device, or you can donate by clicking on the bit.ly link in the description of this event. And we very much appreciate your support. All right, I am very excited about our partnership for this event with the Soulflo, who will be hosting the amazing talent this evening. We have a great lineup, and I am honored to welcome Amaris Taylor, Qualtrics employee and founder of Soulflo.
Hi, my name is Amaris. I am the founder of the Soulflo. We at the Soulflo are so excited to be partnering with these amazing organizations to support underrepresented populations in Utah. I first want to just start off by introducing you to the Soulflo team. First, we have Lake House Studios, ran by CJ Drisdom. CJ provides studio level equipment, some great artists that will come and perform, as well as thought leadership as we scale. And then we also have Shadi, who is just a phenomenal MC. I can't do him justice, but if you want to see him in his full glory, please come to a future show. For those of you that don't know, the Soulflo is an organization that was started about a year ago, actually this upcoming Sunday. The mission is to find, elevate, and amplify the voices of underrepresented artists in Utah. We provide a safe place for artists to develop their craft with an incredible vibe. First, you can find us any of the second Sundays of any month. We're virtual now, but we're hoping to be in person real soon with you guys. Tonight, we do have a plethora of diverse talent. I know this is different from a live show, but you can still go follow their art, comment, and share their stories. Tonight also, I don't want you to focus on the quality of the video or even the level of the sound. Please turn your attention to the hearts of the performers and their courage to get in front of an unknown audience and do what they love and what sets them free. So I'm so happy to present these artists to you tonight. Here's the lineup. Right now, I do encourage you to take out your smartphones and take a picture. This has all of their handles, so if you find someone or an artist that you really enjoy, we encourage you to go follow them. All right, without further ado.
My name is Sean McNeil, and I'm doing some poetry for you today. This is called Dear World. Dear world, I see your pain and I hear your pleas. You feel like all hope is lost, like your world has gone dark, but the hope that you seek is always with you. It's just a little harder to see now. Mind's clouded with uncertainty, but just take a moment to breathe. I'm not gone. I live in a painter's brush and in a lyricist's lyrics. I live in a singer's melody and in a poet's lines. I live where pain transfers into joy and where sorrow finds a smile in tomorrow. I live in FaceTime and Zoom calls with family and in good food and dancing. I live where love bears fruits of kindness. My world, I have not left you, for even in your darkest night, like the sun, hope will always rise in the morning.
All right, Shaw. Incredible performance. Really only one thing to be said after that. When the truth shows, the soul flows. And you certainly have our hearts flowing tonight. So next artist up, he attends the University of Tulsa. He's a great singer and artist. Next up, we have Chris Paul.
I'm Chris Paul. You can follow me on Instagram at BCP. That's B.C.P. Yeah. That's the way every day goes. Every time we've no control. If the ground was. So just keep rolling. Yeah. That's the way every day goes. Every time we're in no control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground was black and yellow, that's the same way you show me. Now my head don't close my eyes, halfway on a slow mo. It's the same way you show me. If you could fly, then you feel sound. Up close, getting cold soon. The way it is, we're on land. So I'm someone to hold true. Keep you cool and a good life. Won't let you down when it's all ruined. Just the same way you show me. You showed me love. Glory from above, regard my deed. It's all downhill from here. In the wake of a hurricane, dark skin of a summer shade, nose dive in the floodlines, tall tower, milk craze. It's the same way you showed me. Cannonball off the porch side, all the kids trying off the roof. Just the same way you show me, you showed. If you could die, come back to life. Up there from the swimming pool, the way you right there.
Thank you, Chris. And what I love about this performance is that it's genuine and it's really just humans. Thank you for choosing to keep going and for deciding to share your voice with us. Next up, we have a poet gracing the Soulflo stage for the third time. Please help me give a warm welcome to spoken word artist, Dami Lola.
The streets don't want me anymore. I'm looking into the future, wondering if this is all it has to offer. I'm looking at my daughter, pondering if I'm the type I would permit her with whom romance should flutter. The streets don't want me anymore. I posted on the blog last night. It told me to get back inside. It told me the traffic is wardened and my services are not needed. She let me off to my abode with a Bluetooth and a pair of packed spheres. I'm a puppy in love, but this don't want a bone. Let me get my kernels together, cache this log, code this load for a later show, and escalator of emotions plummeting through a crevice of kittens, skyrocketing into a barrier from diseases, ration this feeling into about 1 million pieces. Obama never pushed a button. Why then am I hauling ass? I don't need to be exploding, only to be handed peaches. This is not the food store. You don't get to pick and choose which plums are stale or sour. That's why I keep a blender on me. Unfortunately, I don't think this one will be smoothing out anytime soon.
Thank you all for joining tonight. Again, my name is Chris. We're about 10 minutes into our performances this evening, and I'm excited to let you know we have raised additional amounts. We are up to $1,900 and about 70 cents, 80% to our goal of $2,500 raised for the Utah Food Bank. So thank you all for your help and your support. You can keep your donations coming by scanning the QR code on any QR reader on your phone or any other device, and you'll see on the screen shortly an opportunity to do that. Thank you.
Sorry. All right, next. Working at Politics in the Provo, Utah office, singing 26 by Paramore. We would love to hear more from you. It's Danny Finestone.
Hey guys, my name is Danielle, and I want to thank you again for having this platform during such a crazy time. This is such a cool opportunity. So I hope you enjoy the song I'm going to sing for you. Man, you really know how to get someone down. Everything was fine till you came around. And I've been chasing after dreamers in the clouds, and after all, wasn't I the one who said to keep your feet on the ground? Man, you really brought me back down. Hold on to hope if you got it. Don't let it go for nobody. They say that dreaming is free, but I wouldn't care what it cost me. You got me tied up, but I stay close to the window. And I talk to myself, the places that I used to go, hoping someday maybe I'll just float away, and I'll forget every single thing you say. When you gonna hear me out? Man, you really bring me down. Hold on to hope if you got it. let it break your heart. Hold on to hope if you got it. Don't let it go for nobody. Hold on to hope if you got it. Don't let it go for nobody. They say that dreaming is free. I wouldn't care what it cost me. Thanks again, guys. You can follow me on Instagram if you want at Danny Finestone. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your quarantine and stay safe.
Thank you for that, Danny. Absolutely beautiful voice. Up next, this next spoken word artist is near and dear to me. He currently lives in DC studying to be a lawyer, but is an artist at heart. He has graciously blessed us with his words. Help me welcome David Colacolo.
Hello, my name is David, and I'm going to do a poem about doubt called In the Service. I put away my guitar, noticed Jesus is gone. A young black man in a white band like a young LeBron. My face is a solid wall penetrated with loss. I'm interviewed, you good dude. I grimace and nod. My face remains calm when I suffer a loss. Some JRs think we're even when we are at odds. Like the king, I ain't really happy with my squad. Shrug my injury off, wrap a cable around my arm. Some people with other people begin to talk. A child balls up paper, pretends it's a bomb. Someone in harm prays and another nods. Some stay and chat away, but many are gone. Church halls assume all believe there's a God. I believed in him till grief hit us. I bleed venom. Said he do it again, and then he didn't. He pulled the rug. I fell. You say that I'm tripping. Church as a hospital, a village, atheist parents, believing children, agnostic bishops, 4 chords, 4 bars. My culture is limited to a fake taco bar, alcohol, Harry Potter reference. I try to tell him, but hearers may hear and never listen, responding to my friend's death. Church is great, isn't it? With a master degree and teacher bleeds ignorant, brown sugar with white salt eaten off dirty dishes. I don't play percussive instruments, but still look in the ceiling for the eardrum of God in order to try to hit it. Several misses unmarried women, discouraged single at the doorstep of the world, praying for heaven's rhythm. Quit the jam session, allergic to peanut butter and jelly ham. Really, I got beef with the Lord of the penny, but bother because the almighty dollar nor the scholar can foster an answer to dissolve my open source problem. Put away my books, notice professors gone, experts lack insight, adjudicate my harm. A jury and hurry me hung with Liberty Star, destined to brawl between stars, WWE Raw. We are the Jacobs on the ladder, headlocking our God, till prior proceeding a wrestling thing from ladder fall. Benedictions hit hard because the diction spoken over us by red and blue tongues tastes no good at all. I know how to say nothing while speaking in riddles. If it's after dawn and church is on, I am Don Cheadle. One narrow strip of foreign like I'm from Chile. In a pale bucket of Christianity for the chili, if I may. Quit playing Uncle Tom, Turner, Timmy, looking for a burner order off of Amazon quickly. I might die young like Biggie or Whitney. No mental health issue, though black and magazine near me. If issue shoots, please ship me reason for living. Whoever has ears in the building, would they please hear me? Put away my guitar, notice my faith leaving. LeBron, after Celtic loss, pulled off his jersey. I tell my story and they hold their hearts. When the moment is gone, the moment is gone. A message checking in, a follow-up call. Job, dog, lawn, bar, the world spins on. My homie nods when we talk, he's holding a job. Like hands hold sand, like fire hold log. How it's passed to church he hasn't gone since Cleveland had winning seasons. and my demons were lost. Feeling judged makes you Eurostep to synagogue, even if the sinner is you and you are in the wrong. Next time I'm rethinking sharing it at all, the nod, debating it long like congressional floor. At the metro stop, I scared a white couple off. Step to the door, they move and choose the other car. Am I reading too far, lying librarian? Have I gone too far? Are you scared of my thoughts? I put away my guitar, notice Jesus is gone. A young black man in a white band like a young LeBron. Some JRs think we're even when we are at odds. I perform, but I'm not really happy with my squad. My face remains calm when I suffer a loss. Wrap an instrument cable around both my arms, along with the weight of the world that I've taken on, that the Lord tries to horse collar tackle off.
All right. For those of you who don't know, when a poet says something that you resonate with or that you like or that really just feeds your soul right here, snaps all day. So next up, she really had fun with this one, guys, and I'm so excited to introduce her. Always a crowd favorite and just a genuine being. Follow her, stream her, share her, all of that. It's Courtney Kelly.
Jumping, 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 jumping. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping, jumping. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping, jumping. I know your type, I know just what you like. Double Dutch girls that be asking how high. You never met a girl like me that has why. Caught your eye walking by with the thick thighs. You know I heard they save lives. But you the type of dude that will only ruin mine. So I walk on by with that bite deuce. It's like you don't ever tell the truth. And girls like me got it to lose. A dream or two like pull up in a bit. The coupe and making moves. And every month on rent, let's do it's nothing new. So me and you it just won't do. And I know this to be true. Yeah, I know this to be real. Cause my ex-man had him a double Dutch deal. Had a girl on the mic every night with the skills. She was putting in her work cause I ain't never make her work, yeah. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping, jumping. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping, jumping. When I say how high, man, I'm looking for the guy that's up to the sky, not the one just getting by. Cause bare minimum, overtime becomes none. If he's doing it barely, that becomes rarely. Then it's if it ever, forever, not temporary. I demand a lot, cause I'm worth a lot. If your girl is a Benz, I'm the whole Benz lot. If your girl is a 10, is she really that guap? Cause I'm 10 bands, and 50 bands, 100 bands. Dudes jumping through hoops just to come scoop a chance. Give me your credit, your debit, just get your whole advance. Say I'm tripping, no tripping, just fly me out to France. Rope plans and other plans, that's from my hand. Too bad, the double Dutch goes in the man. Girls like me got it to lose. Standards too, so me and you it just won't do. Yeah, I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping, jumping. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping, jumping. Jumping, jumping. Jumping, jumping. Jumping, jumping. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high. Jumping, jumping. Jumping, jumping. Jumping, jumping. I get them boys jumping, keep them boys jumping high.
This is Chris checking in again as we continue to add to our donations. We just climbed over the $2,000 mark. We are currently at about $22,000 and $2,000, 2820, which is 80% to our goal. I'm sure you're aware, the Utah Food Bank is in critical need of food and services right now. To put this in perspective, every dollar donated equates to about $7.66 of goods and services they can provide. If we hit our goal tonight of that 7,500 I mentioned at the beginning, which is at least $2,500 from what you all donate today, also matched by our $5,000 between Qualtrics and Lucid, that's $57,000, and that's pretty amazing. So if you can contribute tonight, we would definitely appreciate it, and you'll have the opportunity to be the QR code that we'll throw up here shortly. Thank you.
Another fun poet. Hails from Rhode Island, always has a lot on her mind, and finds freedom through creative written expression. Hello, Jill Piacatelli.
Hi, my name is Jill. I am a poet. So today I will be sharing with you 2 of my poems. The first one is called What Does Failure Mean to You? And the second is See, I Don't See Differences. All right. What does failure mean to you? With fear flying through the wind, it seems impossible to re-begin until we choose to overcome, until we choose to see the sun, that fear and failure go hand in hand. We may not control failure, but if I can see where we stand, fear is at our fingertips. So please, hold out your hand. Stand tall. Declare that you won't fall. You may hit a wall. If you do, then learn to climb or learn to crawl. There's always a way around. There's always a way to turn a frown upside down. You might need to do a little digging. You might need to see that there is a new beginning, a new chance at reform, a new chance to learn to sew whatever may have been torn. But fear is an obstacle. To understand this is to recognize that overcoming any fear is plausible. It is possible. And you know what? Sitting in your fears every day, it seems illogical when you have bigger dreams, when the sight you can see is so high up that you need to scream to reach it. The journey will take time, so take it slow. And it will be a climb, this you must know. But all of these things and all of these skills that you learned along the way will help you grow. They will help you grow so high that you will no longer need to scream to reach the skies. You will no longer need to squint to see the sunrise. Why? Because it'll be right in front of your eyes, leveled with the highs while you're standing on the lows, with the highs being your future and the lows being your past. See, never underestimate your past. Although it may stand behind you, below you, it will hold you up. It will help you remember what gave you your start. It will remind your heart where you've been, what brought you up from the ground, and what brought you closer to the sound of your soul. See, I don't see differences. I don't see differences, only souls on me. We're taught to judge and not to love, and man, that's still on me. We're hating each other for our appearance and not our virtues. We keep describing others to each other like they don't have a soul. We keep on loving one another on how we are told. We are divided individuals who all know how it feels to be the one who is looked at differently. Yet we put up our defenses and look at one another differently. Like it's wrong to love who we love. Like it's wrong to say we believe in the heavens above. Like it's wrong to feel like we have what it takes to be something great. Like it's wrong to say we've had a rough time in the past, but today's a new day. Because we don't try to relate. We don't try to take the time to see from a different face. We all lie to our minds, saying all the time, man, it's me that's been waiting. I've been spending my days pacing in and out trying to figure out how to live for myself, how to be successful and well, and how to climb up this mountain like I never fell. But the truth is, we have all fallen down. We have all hit the ground once or twice. It's all a part of life. And what we all struggle to see in everyone like you and in everyone like me is that we are all here, living through the same weather. And we can hear the cries of our souls asking for more and asking to grow. And a lot of us want to know so badly why we're here, why we've been given this life and how we can get it right. But The thing is, we've all been born here together in this life, and everyone is a piece to the puzzle. And the judgment makes us struggle. To come together in any weather could really help us grow. Ease the flow, move more slow, take notes on what we know, and change the world for the better. If only we could sew this world back together. So those were my 2 poems. If you like what you heard, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is _Jill, Jill, Piacitelli, Piacitelli. I have some other stuff up there. I am working on either a poetry page on Instagram or a blog of some sort. So if you want to follow me, I can keep you updated on what's coming for that. Otherwise, thank you for listening. Yeah, bye.
Hey everyone, I am back. This is Chris. We are going to take a brief break from the performances. This will be sort of an intermission, but please stick around for this dedication to the Utah Food Bank. Thank you all again for your donations. We had the opportunity to interview the president and CEO of the Utah Food Bank about the impact of COVID-19 and how your generosity is helping to support communities in Utah. This interview is about 15 minutes. Thank you to Sam Gale and Lucid for connecting with Jeanette Bott at the Utah Food Bank. Let's take a look.
Well, good morning. Thanks for joining me here. To give you kind of an idea of, I realize you were kind of thrown in this last second. To give you an idea of what we're doing and kind of why we wanted to meet with you and ask you a couple questions is because we've been partnering. When I say we, I mean Lucid Software, a company up in South Jordan, and then also Qualtrics have been partnering together on an event that's actually going live tomorrow. That is kind of a live stream of performances of various artists. And as part of this, we have some pre-recorded videos that we're sharing from these artists' performances. And as part of this event, we're soliciting donations for the Utah Food Bank. And so our goal is to raise $2,500 from our donors. And then both Lucid Software and Qualtrics have agreed to match that donation. So it will be matched twice. So the goal is to donate $7,500 as a result of this event. So obviously as part of this, since we're recording videos of artists, we're getting an idea of kind of the diversity of our community, the things that, the talents that people can share. And as part of this effort, we also wanted to sit down with somebody from Utah Food Bank, obviously, and get your 2 cents on a couple of questions that likely our donors would like to know. And especially me personally, I'm also just curious. So as for me, my name is Sam. I'm on the Minority, Heritage, and Veterans Committee of Lucid Software's Diversity and Inclusion Committee. So our focus is to make sure that diverse communities here in Utah, as well as throughout the United States and around the world, feel welcomed and included and feel like they belong at Lucid Software. So our goal is to create events that showcase that diversity, and then also create programs that help us retain and attract diverse talent. So that's a little bit about me. I'd love it if you could just tell our audience a little bit about what Utah Food Bank is and then what you do for Utah Food Bank.
So my name is Jeanette Bott. I'm president and CEO of the Utah Food Bank. Utah Food Bank is the local affiliate of Feeding America here in the state of Utah. Through that affiliation, we have the responsibility to serve all 29 counties throughout our state. We do that with the utilization of help from 202 partner agencies throughout the 29 counties. And think of us kind of as the broker or the wholesaler, if you will. We raise the money, we get the product, we bring it to our locations. It's distributed via Utah Food Bank trucks then to partner agencies throughout the state so that these pantries and then can distribute it to the end users. Last year, we saw record numbers of people that were in need before the pandemic was instituted into our processing. And now we're seeing a dramatic increase of family, all different types of folks throughout our state who've never needed help before, are now stepping to these pantries, asking for help and asking for assistance.
It's a huge responsibility. Wow. And that's a lot of area to cover, obviously, for the whole state. That's a very important initiative that you've got. You kind of got to the next question that I had, as far as what impact has COVID-19 had on the communities you serve here in Utah?
Throughout the state, we're seeing different needs in different areas. Rural communities in some of our states, or counties, excuse me, haven't had the impact of the virus as much as has the counties along the Wasatch Front, or even Washington County. So we're seeing the need a little differently in each of the locations that we serve. But there has been an increase because of the statewide mandate to stay home and stay safe. Businesses across the state are seeing an economic impact like we've never seen before. Unemployment rate has skyrocketed. This will be close to a recession or depression situation when it's all over and done, and it's not going to be corrected in 30 or 60 or 90 days. We're in this for the long haul. So as an organization, we're planning right now 12 to 18 months out, knowing that we have to sustain many, many people across our state who are going to be impacted long term.
Yeah, and obviously, given that this impact has been kind of spread unevenly, right? What are some of the challenges that you've seen as a result of that? How are you equipped or preparing to address kind of the different needs across different counties?
Well, it's been interesting because we have to start really at the core of our business, and that's how we function in our warehouse to prepare to be able to distribute to the counties. Weeks ago, when the call went out that volunteers, could no longer be in groups of more than 10, we were doing 200 volunteers at a time. So the impact to us from a business perspective was huge. Our volunteer staff was gone. Last year, we had 107,000 hours of volunteer time, which was the equivalent of 54 full-time people. When you immediately remove that from the preparation needs that we have, we really had to scramble to be able to provide what we needed to. But we also use that as a positive because many of our direct service programs were discontinued. So instead of laying off staff, we simply reallocated them to different parts of the warehouse. We've been able to keep our staff engaged in all different aspects. So we haven't been in a need to have to reduce services, nor have we had to reduce or have layoffs. So it's been a positive for us, but it's been a tough move. Our folks are working really hard and they're working lots of long hours.
Yeah, that sounds like a logistical nightmare. Obviously with the state mandates, there's some very unique and specific challenges to face as far as keeping social distancing and requiring additional equipment and things like that. You mentioned that you've not had to have any layoffs, which obviously is a big relief, I'm sure. And you've mentioned that you've seen kind of this surge in demand as more and more people have encountered this need. Are you facing any shortages, either in food, in staff, and how are you addressing those shortages?
So right now we're secure on our staff. Our food supply chain is solid. We have a lot of incoming product. Geographically, we're in a great spot. We have so many food manufacturers around us and close to us. We have so many farmers. We have so many dairies, so many places that are so effective in what it is they do that we're a beneficiary of that. My peers across the country are very envious because their food banks are not in a position like we are. So we really are incredibly blessed from that perspective. As far as staffing, right now we're fine. Volunteers, we want to be able to welcome them back into our warehouse as soon as we can. And once we can, we'll put the call out for help. For us, it really is a change every day in needs and in different areas of needs. San Juan County is an example. A whole different population with a set of needs different than across the Wasatch Front. So we have to be very fluid and very versatile in how we address the needs across the state. One of the challenges we have is just the amount of food that's being requested. In March, we distributed about 2.5 million pounds of food. In April, it was 4 million pounds let me back that up. February, we saw 2.5 million. In March, it was close to just under 4 million pounds of food. And we're not finished with April, and already we're at 5.3 million pounds of food being distributed. So we've seen what we have to do double since February. So we have to be prepared, we have to be diligent, and we have to recognize, like I mentioned earlier, This won't change in June or July. This is going to be ongoing for months to come.
Yeah, truly a challenge to be prepared for. And obviously a lot of businesses, a lot of small businesses in particular, are kind of bracing for the long-term impact as well. One other question that we have, especially coming from, as a representative of, I should say, our diversity and inclusion arm at Lucid Software, I would love to know if you've seen, or if you could break down maybe the impact on communities of color, particularly, you mentioned kind of along the Wasatch Front has been adversely affected. Does that include more urban areas? Have you seen this impact minority families more disproportionately?
We're seeing a lot more minority families. We're seeing families in areas that we haven't really served before. And as an example, I'll reach out for communities like Kanab. And we're going into Kanab with mobile pantry distributions. We've gone over to Tropic in the Bryce Valley area. We're doing multiple ones through Utah, Salt Lake, Davis counties. So the area is kind of specialized, maybe more so to areas of a large service industry where tourism might have been impacted. And when anytime you see a service area like that, there are a lot of different kinds of groups of folks who work in those industries. We're seeing them impacted. So it's hard for me to say that one is more than the other, but I will say this. Many of those first-time folks have been related to the service industry, and we know that many of our minority families work in that industry, so it makes sense that those numbers have gone up.
Yeah.
One
You've mentioned
of the bigger challenges too is just the school situation. You know, schools having been, I was going to say canceled, whatever terminology you want to put around that, but it still means that a child who was getting a free breakfast and a free lunch every day in a school has not been getting that service. So meals for children have been greatly impacted with the school situations. And the school districts and foundations have done an incredible job preparing lunches, getting meals to the kids. But if you're in a house where you don't have a parent that can drive through and pick those up, those kids are still seeing an impact of no meals. So we have to have a really broad focus on being sure that we're helping family levels so the families take the food home to get to the kids to support what the schools are trying to do.
Yeah. Wow, it's obviously pulls greater sympathy, I think, when you think of children going without meals in particular. I know for me personally, growing up in the public school system as well, that you rely on those meals very heavily. And if you don't have, like you've mentioned, a parent to take you there, you know, you have to have the food come to you somehow. And that's, I'm sure that Utah Food Bank has been a great blessing for those families as well.
Thank you, we hope so too.
Yeah. One last question, I guess a couple of questions here at the end, just to kind of wrap this up and tie it together. Obviously, since Utah Food Bank is the beneficiary of this event, we'd love to contribute as much as we can. We'd also like to know, how do those donations help support Utah Food Bank? Where does that money go? How can our contributions actually make an impact in the community?
So contributions coming from the public are exciting for us for a variety of reasons. One is that money coming to us gives us some flexibility. We can look at our inventory. If we have to purchase food to offset what we have, it gives us the ability to do that. But it also allows us to use our buying power in your dollars. So for every dollar that comes to the Utah Food Bank, we can stretch that into $7.66 worth of goods and services. So for your $7,500, could you multiply that by that 766? You'll see the impact that you will have as your group comes together with that donation. We can buy at a price different than you can at a grocery store, but we say goods and services, that includes the food, the transportation, the driver, all the fuel, the things that it takes to get the food to the end user. People sometimes think of us just as the food and the product. They forget the cost that we have to provide, that we cover, so that everything we distribute goes to these pantries free of charge. The pantries don't pay for product. The end user doesn't pay for product, excuse me. And there's no membership fee, there's no delivery fee. So we fundraise at a level so that we can purchase or get donations, pass them through to the partner agencies, then pass them through to the recipient. So there's no charge to anyone. So that's the key with your donation. That allows us to do it at a no charge scenario, which is crucial to families right now based on how they're strapped financially.
Yeah. So just quickly running that number, so that's 7,500 times 7.66 is $57,450. That's an incredible
What a
impact.
huge impact and huge flexibility for us. And right now, with the amount of product that we're distributing, being able to see where the needs are ahead of time and know that we have cash to be able to fill that gap is huge for us to continue the type of service that we're providing.
Yeah. And then one last question to kind of, I guess, cap that off as well as, are there any other ways that people can support Utah Food Bank if they aren't in a position to donate money?
You know, for years, we've asked for the three things: food, time, and money. We know right now the time through a volunteer situation isn't an option. But if you do have product, if you have food in your pantry at home, if you have something that you can share, please feel free to donate to the Utah Food Bank or to any pantry that's in your neighborhood. And worst case scenario, share it with another family that you might see that's in need. We just need to be sure that product is distributed. So right now it's money and it's food, and those are the things we're looking for most.
Yeah. And it sounds like once obviously the restrictions are lifted, then time will be another option. And hopefully people.
And we're looking forward to we're so looking forward to having people back in our warehouse. We know that doing what we do is a collaborative effort, and we understand that it takes everybody in the community to be able to do this. So right now, on behalf of the Utah Food Bank, my staff, everyone that we're trying to serve, let me say thank you to you, to your organization, for your willingness to do this. Please know how important it is and know what an incredible impact you're making. Thank you so very, very much.
No, thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve. Obviously, this is a need that is seen throughout the entire community, and it's a privilege to be able to be in a position to give back. So we recognize that, and we're glad that we found a beneficiary that we feel like can really make an impact. So thank you as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. If you have any last comments that you'd like to make, I'll give you a couple minutes as well.
You know, the one thing I want people to know, if you are a first-time recipient and you're in need of services, please don't hesitate to ask. Food's available, services are available. Call 211, it's a toll-free number. Use your zip code and they can tell you where to go to get help, whether it's food or rent or medical assistance, or visit utahfoodbank.org. There's a tab on the webpage that asks if you need help. It provides you a calendar, locations, all the information you need. Please don't hesitate to ask. Please know the help is there, and please know we want to help you and your family.
Excellent. Thank you for that information. I think oftentimes it can be hard if this is your first experience going through something like this. And you've mentioned that you've seen unprecedented numbers of first-time recipients. So thank you for sharing that information. I know that will help somebody.
Thank you.
Perfect. Well, thanks again, Jeanette. We really do appreciate your time. If you'd like to join us on our broadcast, I'll have to send you the link so you can watch the live stream. But we're really excited for this event, and we can't wait to see the donations come in as well.
Please send it in our direction. We'd love to be part of that. And thank you so much for including us. It means so much to us.
Happy to. Okay, thanks again. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so this next intro is long, but I have to share it because I love this story. She moved from Italy to the US when she was barely 17. She's an R&B soul singer and activist, striving to write music to discover life patterns, knowing it can help people focus on the process rather than on the conclusion. This artist writes on relatable as well as unrelatable emotions, truly bringing original elements to her music. Enjoy this original song by Ludo.
Shade of stelle le stelle, più brillarelle che sai, nascondere la luna se non so guai. Fammi scordare che quasi primavera. Tienmi una mano in testa per dire no. Smorza quel venticello, stuzzicarello che c'hai. Fa la stupida stasera.
Absolutely stunning voice, Ludo. We appreciate you feeling open enough to share that personal song with all of us. Next, we want to welcome first-time Soulflo performer. The delivery and vulnerability is so pure. Thank you for sharing your voice with us. Welcome, Mackenzie.
Hello everyone, my name is Mackenzie and I am a singer, and I'm going to sing Jolene by Dolly Parton for you today. Hope you enjoy. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, don't take my man. Jolene, 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 ooh, please don't take him, even though you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, please don't take my man. And he talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Oh, you could have your choice in men, I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, no matter what you choose to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, don't take my man. I'm begging of you, don't take my man. Oh, I'm begging of you, don't take my man. Oh, I'm begging, don't take my man. Thank you all, and sorry if you heard my cat going all crazy, but I do have an Instagram page. It's mac.thegirl, that's M-A-C-K. It's a new page of mine, so there's not much on there yet, but there will be soon. And I appreciate everybody listening to me. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey everyone, it's time for another check-in. This is Chris, and I know you're enjoying the performances as much as I am. I do have a special announcement. We have exceeded our goal for donations. So thank you everyone. That's at least $7,500 going to the Utah Food Bank for my donations this evening so far. You can continue to send donations by scanning the QR code with any QR reader on your phone or other device, and we'll throw that up on the screen here momentarily. Again, thank you.
Because we are the fighters, caught up in the storm, but we're the survivors. Looking up for love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down. Never give it up, because we are the fighters, fighters.
So excited for this upcoming treat. Go follow them, share them, love them. It's acapella group, the Penny Loafers.
I keep bleeding, 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 love, you cut me open. Closed off from love, I didn't need the pain. Once or twice was enough when it was all in vain. Time starts to pass before you know it, you're frozen. Ooh, but something happened for the very first time with you. My heart melted to the ground, found something true, and everyone's looking
really enjoyed that. Make sure you go follow them, guys. This upcoming artist is an incredibly skilled lyricist and performer. Please go follow him. Keep your eyes peeled for his upcoming work. He just flows. Up next is The Law of STL.
What's up with it, y'all? I'm a music artist. I'm the Law of STL. And right now I'm gonna lay on a little piece I got for y'all, man. It's called Media. It's unreleased right now. You know, I'm putting it together for y'all. So, you know, I hope y'all like it. So here y'all go. Excuse my voice right now, you know. She was all in my mentions with the intentions of giving me everything that I've been missing. I'm holding on to, I cannot leave it empty. She hit like my Ruger and spit like a semi. I'm falling, 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 I'm falling in love. She was leaving me open. I'm on the road, it got me losing my focus. She hit my phone and just to show me it poking. Too many pictures, can't leave them unnoticed. Too much, can't leave it unopened. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. I'm falling in love through the media. I'm falling in love through the media. I'm falling in love through the media. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling in love. She fell in my DMs, left permission, said she seeing me flexing. She liked the work and I'ma give her a lesson. It's been a minute, I've been stuck in the kitchen, praying on me, I'ma leave her a blessing. Debating on it, people been in recession. Cause the media messy, know how I like it and got it recited. You wanna record, I'm adjusting the light. Move to the room, we get better reception. Your angle won't do it, no justice. My clip is too loaded, you busting the flight. Almost over, ain't no more discussion. Hop in the whip, slide through the city, you need to know basis. You should've been with me, my phone ain't stop ringing. Get back to the business, and after you post it, make sure that you hit me. All in my mentions, with the intentions of giving me everything that I've been missing. I'm holding on to, I cannot leave it empty. She hit like my Ruger, spit like a semi. I'm falling, 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 I'm falling in love. She was leaving me open. I'm on the road, it got me losing my focus. She hit my phone and just to show me it poking. Too many pictures, can't leave them unnoticed. Too much, can't leave it unopened. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling in love through the media. I'm falling in love through the media. I'm falling in love through the media. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling in love. Yeah, just a little something, man. I hope y'all like that, man. And you know, stay safe out there. Hope everybody doing well, staying up. Shout out to the Soulflo for, you know, the in-home performances for everybody. I hope y'all enjoy this song. And y'all can follow me at The Law of STL on all platforms. That's TheLawofSTL. And I hope y'all having a good day and blessings to all. Thank y'all.
We appreciate your words, man. Next up, we have the Cypher King. Wish we could be doing this in person, man, but I really appreciate you sitting in this video. Love it, whether it's new, old, finished, or work in progress. We'd love to have you. It's written, y'all.
As far as this fatherhood idea, feeling like we kind of marginalized, credit not really given. It's neither here nor there. Fortunately, we used to it. Best dad t-shirt, big piece of chicken. We work from a different code. Trabajo desde un lugar where accolades are not summoned, rather thank yous from stubborn babies' eyes are unspoken. From mouths, but it comes through gestures, like when they lean against the wall like you. They look you up and down to make sure they are doing it right. Eyes and ass like this. From a smile, we like, yeah. Just like that. This for that him, you, youngin', brethren, afraid, not because we fear, but because we've been credited this enduring role to ensure we are here as long as we can for our health to maintain. and knees and joints and arthritis and nights and juke joints given to swollen knuckles, so that we can stand as long as we can beside you to edify and learn from you. It may seem like we know everything. Nah. Maybe. Marvel comic-like type superpower hero, but babies are our weakness. We know nothing. And there is where we dwell and we proudly compose everything with humility and meekness. We gather sand and water and cement to form Northeast Cornerstone, the foundation of our legacy. We establish custom, morality, give eye contact, take your shoes off, open doors, homage to elders. Do it again. Now do it again. I'm not giving you the answer, but I'll help you find it. Stop crying when it's not time to, but when it is, time that is, for a stream of tears to turn river. Let it all out. Come here. Clean up after yourself. She's cute, but don't go chasing it. A gentleman always sets the standard for a lady. Always. Always have something to say. Never let your highs get too high and your lows get too low. We be that cool school hallways. Youth whispered, is that, what's his name, daddy? Ooh, your daddy fine. Bro, your daddy pretty cool. What'd he do? What'd he do? He do a lot. He do everything. He do anything it take. He is love, strength, forgiveness, ambition, vision, intellect, retrospect, reflection, expectation, inhalation, patience, motivation, eye contact. Eye contact. Look at me. 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 I love you. You know that? I love you. Look at me. This is what love look like. You hear me? This is what love look like. Love, the big plate, the big cup, the big chair, the big piece of chicken. Happy Father's Day.
Hey, this is Chris again. We have a few great performances left, so just giving you a brief update on the donations to help support the Utah Food Bank. We continue to climb. You still have an opportunity to donate. We're going to post up again the QR code using a device to scan that and make your donations if you can. Thank you.
Upside down, now things are stranger. Nothing's left to say. Too far gone to go back to that place. And I don't wanna feel that way.
All right, guys, I guess I'm up next. I call this poem Anticipating Heartbreak. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so I'll get right into it. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't burn the sage. Unsmear my makeup from your pillow. Leave your blue mugs in kitchen cabinets. Best way I can explain is that my heart feels the same way my feet chill when there's no links to a blanket. And if our story were a windshield, you leaving is a rock, ricocheted off the freeway, left a mark the size of there's no one to blame, and I can't justify replacing the whole window. I guess I am always reminded of you. Let's call it timing. It's just your alarm went off 3 minutes before mine. It was almost perfect. But humor me. Let me pretend you stayed a while, that we ironed out the details in my wedding gown, and in some years, I'm walking around the house all barefoot and with my belly out. See, one day, I'm hopeful we could do more than just talk. One day, we can sit in complete silence and still be in a relationship. I should have walked away a couple of times, but never wanted to leave. Maybe I'm crazy, but the only thing scarier than running into you getting avocados on a Sunday night at that Smith's off 500 is, well, never running into you. The moment when I can no longer retrace your patterns and our memories fade in my mental quilt. It doesn't make me a bad person, but today I scroll through your thread and wonder how you held yourself together without me. I'll need to know who you're sharing our future with. What I mean to say is that you are my favorite childhood memory. I mean, the memory is lying in my parents' bed, pretending to sleep when my parents exchanged dreams at 3 a.m. So I've never minded when you wake me. And that's when I first saw forever with you, certain that I would one day turn into I do's, but I didn't anticipate these days and situation slips and all the foreplay and my potential. For all my sisters out there, pickpocketing for change, lockpicking his words, wordsmithing for claims, tell him I'm expected to be great. And if we're being honest, well, I've always had a problem respecting the limitations of other people's expectations of me. Say, all the late nights with your head on my lap and my hand on your neck and your friends and my friends, that's no longer mine. These days, I'm trying to focus on what is. These days, I'm trying to abandon everything else. These days, like those days, I am certain. I hope you find assurance. I remind myself that sage can't be unburned, that your pillow reminds you of my face every morning, that you will always laugh when no one's around and you reach for a glass and see a blue mug tucked away in your kitchen cabinetry. We were always meant to be together. Let's just call it timing. It's that your alarm went off exactly 3 minutes before mine. We were almost perfect. Almost. All right, that's the end of mine. So I guess I'll go ahead and transition to the next artist. This next and upcoming artist is a phenomenal singer. I can't wait for you to hear her and more as she comes out with more music. Don't mind the wind, y'all. It's just flowing this beautiful voice from one city to another. We'll figure out this whole virtual performing thing next show, I promise you. But next up, I'd love to introduce Mia Darden. Yikes.
Hi, my name's Mia Darden, and today I will be singing Treat Me Like Somebody by Tink and Love on the Brain by Rihanna. Hope you enjoy. Yeah. And you got me like, oh, what you want from me? You see, I tried to buy a pretty heart, but the price too high. Baby, you got me like, oh, so you lie when I fall apart. So you can put me together, throw me against the wall. Baby, you got me like, the truth. And someone who loves good for you. And someone who knows all of your flaws and doesn't impose, try to control them. Doesn't deceive you, let you be free. They give you a chance to believe in something. Believe that too much. Cause I've been on a search and losing my own. Is that too much? Is that too much? Trying to find a love in a world so cold. Oh, is that too much? I just need an answer. I can't be the only one. Is that too much? Feel like everybody. All you gotta do is love me for me, baby. Now don't be a slave to the things I said. I was young, just looking for a thrill. That didn't last long. I was in it for the wrong season, wrong reason, wrong man. Cause he just wanted something and I just needed something. It's my life I live for and hold on. I'd rather have quality than quantity. I just need someone to keep it real with me. Is that too much? Cause I've been on a search and losing my own. Is that too much? Is that too much? Trying to find a love in a world so cold. Is that too much? I just need an answer. I can't be the only one. Is that too much? You ain't gotta be perfect. Just give me a perfect love. Hey, I just need somebody who won't treat me like somebody. Hey, yeah. All I do is love me for me, baby. Thank you.
Well, we truly hope that you enjoyed all of the performers tonight. As we begin closing, first off, I just want to thank all of the performers. The Soulful isn't possible without you. We also want to thank everyone who joined this stream, to everyone who donated. Thank you for giving with us. If you like what you heard, we invite you to support us. Pull out your phones and find us on Instagram. That's at the Soulflo, TheSoulFlo. There's no W on that. So follow us, tag us, DM us. You can find us on the second Sunday every month. Usually we're at Lake House. That's at Lake House SLC on Instagram. For the near future, you'll probably catch us virtually. So just stay tuned. We would love to have you. Lastly, please go to our page right after this and check out the band Pasha. These are incredible artists that always bring and move a crowd. 100% my fault. They didn't make the stream. Please check out their art. You will not be disappointed. Transitioning back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Amaris. This is one last time checking in with you. I echo what Amaris said. Sincerely, thanks for joining us tonight and for your contributions to the Utah Food Bank. Again, the goal by $52, $7,500 going to the food bank. So thank you very much. Thank you to Amaris and the Soulflo and the amazing artists for the heart you poured into your performances tonight. They were amazing. Also, special thank you to Mitch for technical support and the entire Power Hour team. Thank you. We will be sharing other upcoming Empower Hour events with you soon. So look forward to those. And then finally, if you have not donated yet, stand by to scan the QR code that we're going to post up. Again, you can use any app that will scan that QR and you can still donate this evening. Thanks to all. Stay safe and healthy and have a great evening. And I hope you feel empowered. Thank you.
Dance on both their faces, your eyes they sparkle bright. The beating of my heart draws closer, but my brain is closed inside. I don't wanna fall in love tonight. I don't wanna fall in love tonight. You take my hand and lead me right to another place, just you and me. I don't wanna fall in love tonight, 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 tonight. Tonight.
shit.